Well, hey there and welcome back to my channel. I'm Lisa and this is Southern Yankee Designs. If you're new here, welcome. In this video, I'm going to be showing you 3 different projects, and each one of them is going to have a faux stained glass finish. I've had several requests for this finish, so let's get started. I wanted to make something special for my mother-in-law's birthday. I found this lantern for 40% off at Michael's. I found this pattern online and printed it out to size. I'm using this as my template. I'm placing the pattern behind the glass and using a rolled up cloth to hold it in place. For this project, I'm using galleryglass liquid leading. I found this at Hobby Lobby. Make sure before you start to get the leading in the tip of the bottle. Test on a piece of paper before you begin. Now this doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just tracing over the pattern with the leading the best I can. Here I am using a toothpick to even out and adjust the liquid leading. Don't worry about making mistakes. You can wipe them away with a Q-tip. I'm going to repeat these steps on all of the glass panels. The liquid leading needs to dry for several hours before I move to the next step. All dry, ready for the next step. Now I am using gallery glass and crystal clear. I want the tree and the branches to stand out, so I'm doing the surrounding areas in this crystal clear. As you can see, I'm applying this in a circular motion. This gives more movement and also gives the appearance of real stained glass texture. But when it dries, it will be crystal clear. Just a little heads up, if you have any mistakes, they can be wiped away pretty easily. A little bit of this product goes a long way. I tend to get a little heavy-handed, unfortunately. I'm so grateful that this is on a flat surface. I know I'm adding a little bit too much here. I tend to get heavy-handed, like I said. If I were doing a window, I'd do a thinner application. Now I'm going to use Hologram Shimmer, and I'm going to go in the branches, and I'm going to leave enough space for a second color. The next color I'm using is Gallery Glass in the Citrus Yellow. I am going to put that in with the Hologram Shimmer. Remember, a little bit of this goes a long way. We're not blending anything in quite yet. I'm just adding the color. Now I'm going to take a toothpick and just lightly blend the two colors together. You don't want to overmix them. I want to keep these colors separate from each other. When you keep the colors separate and you just give them a little texture like I'm doing here, it gives the illusion and the real look of stained glass. You're also going to want to make sure that all of the glass surfaces are covered with the gallery glass. Otherwise, you'll kind of lose the effect of this stained glass look. Oh my goodness, this is just absolutely beautiful. I knew it was going to turn out gorgeous, but this is just ridiculously beautiful. Look at all the dimension and the texture. All of the cloudy areas are still drying, but look, just look, y'all, it's beautiful. Okay, calm down, Lisa. Sorry, y'all, couldn't help myself. This really is beautiful on its own, but since this is a gift for my mother-in-law's birthday, I'm going to add a few finishing touches. I tied a few small yellow flowers with some raffia around the top, and I have a small white candle that I'm going to place inside. I'm going to set it aside so it can finish drying before I wrap it. Look at how beautiful this turned out. I love it, and I know my mother-in-law will love it too. For my next project, I found this glass jewelry box in the clearance section at Hobby Lobby. It was originally $19.99 and I got it for $4.99. I want to remove the decal, so I'm using acetone and a 5-in-1 tool to scrape it away. After the decal is removed, I'm going to make sure all of the glass sides are cleaned very well. So before I show you this, I would have to apologize that this is already done. I thought I was recording, but when I looked back at the footage, it wasn't there. So I'm just going to go over this again since I've got one jewelry box, and I'm going to show you all the colors that I used. I'm not using any of the liquid leading, it's just the colors. Now I'm taking a toothpick and I am dragging the colors in one direction back and forth into each other. You can do so many different things with these products. The possibilities really are endless, and they come in a large variety of colors. Now it's time to set it aside and let it dry. Look at how beautiful this turned out. It's so gorgeous. Look at the hologram shimmer coming through all of the different colors. Absolutely beautiful. I think I'm going to give this to my sister-in-law for one of her birthday gifts. This is truly a one-of-a-kind piece of artwork. In this next project, I am using an old salvage window that I had in my storage building. I drew this template on a piece of paper freehand, and I'm just going to place it underneath the first window pane and use it as a template guideline to go by. And I'm applying the liquid leading over all of the areas, and I'm going to repeat this step for each window pane. After I finish this last window pane, I'm going to let the liquid leading dry and get ready for my next step. I found a bag of these glass beads at the Dollar Tree. I am using the crystal clear gallery glass as an adhesive for the glass bead. And I'm going to apply a good amount to the center circle of this pattern, and I'm going to press the glass bead into it. Looking good. Time for the next step. I am using the crystal clear gallery glass with the bright white gallery glass. I'm going to do half and half. This is the crystal clear, and I'm just filling in some areas. I'm probably, again, using a little bit too much. You can always add more and do more layers. Now I'm using the bright white gallery glass in random areas. Next color is the Hologram Shimmer. I'm just putting this in the center areas. Now I'm just slightly blending the bright white and the crystal clear together. I want to try to keep as much separation as I can between the two colors. Well, I don't know how much color the crystal clear has, but you know what I mean. And I got enough on here for probably 3 more window panes. I told you I'm a little heavy-handed. This is what happens. But luckily I can scoop it up with my brush and put it over on the next window pane. I'm using the toothpick again to go back and forth in one direction to give a different stained glass pattern look. I'm just doing this to the inside diamond shaped areas. I'm going to leave the surrounding areas really textured like I have them here. Make sure you cover all of the glass surface with the gallery paints. This gives you more of a realistic stained glass look. So this is really how I should have done it to begin with. As you can see, I'm using a lot less of the gallery glass paint. I am just going to repeat these same colors and the same steps with each window pane until everything is covered and complete. Then I'm going to let it dry probably for a day and a half. So I let this dry overnight, and as you can see, the thicker areas are still needing to dry some, but I think it really turned out beautiful. It's simple. It would give you privacy if you're looking for something like this around your doors or your windows. The possibilities really are endless. One last thing I love about these products is if I don't like this years from now, all you have to do is take a razor blade and just scrape it off like you would paint off of a window. So I just wanted to show you this added little bonus. I found these jars that I did probably, oh gosh, 18 years ago. They're still in great shape. I washed them up with a little bit of soap and water and dried them. And I'm just going to put a little covered piece of fabric over the jar lid with a rubber band, and I'm going to use these in my pantry. But it just goes to show you what you can do with these products. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you loved all of the projects that were in this video. Please give me a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so you can keep up with all of my future projects, videos, and faux finishes, because I got some really cool stuff coming your way. Until next time, y'all stay healthy. I'll see ya.